I can't even see the readings anymore. So it was showing me the readings before when it was attached to the actual camera. So I don't know if the audio is going into this mic here or if it's going into this mic. Another issue right there. Earlier today I had this thing like 5 feet away and the remote was saying that it was weak signal. So a lot of little faulty things inside this camera that, you know, I don't know. It's just maybe they had a good idea with the dual lens and this detachable little thing screen here. This is a pretty cool idea. I'm not gonna lie. This detachable thing is pretty cool. The only issue that I have with this is that if you lose this, you have no camera. So, and this is a pretty like fragile little thing once it comes off of the screen. So if you like mess up the connections here, you have no more camera. You're gonna have to buy this thing again. I'm pretty sure they're not selling these separately yet. So why even have something like this where you can risk damaging your whole camera? It's crazy to me. It feels pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't think it's something that I would care too much for. I don't know. You don't need to be looking at, I guess, to frame yourself, but you can use the phone connection to frame yourself and the tracking feature. I feel like the more we do this when it comes to like filming content for people. Like the more they see themselves on the screen, the more they tend to look at it. So you got this little screen here and you're like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. If you forget about, that something's being recorded, you can get more natural takes out of whatever you're filming, but I don't like this. So this is a standard one, no iLog, just standard. And seeing how the colors react in this format versus iLog. See what it looks like? Is it different than that? Confused why they did this whole thing and they didn't decide to give you any controls for iLog as far as like sharpness, noise reduction, and things of that nature. I mean, those are only two things that are missing, and then some assistance, so like LUT preview, because do they just assume that the camera's gonna be that good? They got the best AI system that's just gonna be able to expose everything and do everything the best. I don't know why they wouldn't put that in here, but they're missing three things in this setting for it to even be worth it to keep. So I don't know if they're gonna come out with an update, but that's three things right there that you would need for somebody who would want to use this professionally to keep. Listen, I'm gonna record everything in log with this camera because I don't want to shoot nothing in that color profile. I don't want nothing to do with straight out of camera colors. If I want straight out of camera colors, I'll go use my iPhone or buy a GoPro or something like that. But yeah, I want to see what it looks like outside because, all right, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. I've been using it inside my office, even though I got big windows there and I can get a lot of light coming in. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's just that you don't got natural light, so maybe it's doing something else, but I can still see what it's doing. It's to the blacks. It's adding this like this color look. I don't know, man. Like you're supposed to just let the camera do its thing, ISO, everything. Can you change the settings while you're actually recording? Nope. Which I don't think the DJI does that either, but let's put it over here. Let's get some footage. Let's see how it does. Let's take the remote off of here. And let's use it how people would use this remote. So I want it to track me. Yeah, track me. All right, perfect, my man. You're tracking me. So I guess this is what you would use it for, to get like a cool shot here, looking out to the water. And then you're looking at the remote. Oh, this must have fell from the tree. But I'm not gonna lie, the remote's pretty cool. aside from it telling me earlier that it was losing connection while I was 5 feet away, which is where we are right now, about 5 feet away. But man, it's just this image quality, man. It's honestly the image quality. It's not even like the whole camera itself. Like the screen is pretty cool. You know, it feels premium. The two lenses are put together pretty good. So it's like you don't have that bulky look like the Pocket 4P. But I'll tell you what, I'll take bulkiness. All right, so this is the standard mode, and this is pretty much in standard auto everything. Turn on all the sharpening you can, all the diffusion, everything diffusion. I mean, all the noise reduction you want to turn on. It says the battery is low, it needs to be charged. So auto everything, and let's see how this thing handles sun going down. And yeah, I don't like the way that thing switches between, like it has like a little pause in between when you enter the screen. It's gonna mess up in a couple of months. I guarantee seeing this camera in a couple months having so many issues. So many issues. But yeah, this is auto everything. Do your plastic effect. Yeah, you could just see it. That's the problem. Is like you could just see the footage. I can see that it looks plasticky right from the screen on it, because the screen is actually pretty bright and it looks pretty cool. But another thing they don't tell you is that, look, I don't know if you can see it, but it flips over so quick. There's no actual like lock on the screen, so you can just like. I'm just gonna do a walking far away. This is holding it far. I'll take it being bulky with some good quality versus looking sleek with some bad quality footage. So let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna zoom to the 3. So this is supposed to be like the next lens, and it's supposed to look really good and sharp. But when I tried it out upstairs in the studio area, it wasn't looking good. So we're outside. Let's see how it looks when it's outside. I'm actually gonna turn this around and turn it over there. Move the camera over there so we can get. All right. Oh, so I want to put it over here so that way the sun could hit me as it's going down, and then we can get some like nice clean light. Sun is going down, and get some footage like this. But kids just got home, so it's gonna get loud. But yeah, this is what it looks like out, and it looks pretty good exposed. So let's see what it looks like. The Luna on the left, and we got the Pocket 4 on the right. So I already looked at some of the footage from the Luna already. Don't like it. It just looks way too plasticky. It looks worse than an iPhone, to be honest. And then in some cases, it looks kind of like old school iPhone. Like I feel like they changed that in the new version of the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max look actually a little bit better than this. But yeah, this is Luna Ultra, and then we're going to go with the Pocket 4. So we're just looking at just the wide lens. We're not even looking at the telephoto lens because the Pocket 4 doesn't have a telephoto lens. So, but I even went in on the telephoto lens, and I don't like that lens either. Let's talk about some of the things that this thing doesn't have. So there's no LUT support, which is like kind of like DJI's, what do they call it? They call it display, color display. So they would just show you the color over the log footage. There's no kind of color over any of the log footage. So you got to shoot with this like washed out look whenever you're going to shoot and log, which it's the only profile that I see that looks good. All the other ones doing some crazy processing where it does not look at all good at all. So we're gonna put it into post. We're gonna take a look at both of these and see exactly how they look. And take a look at that way where the light hits, and like my face has got like this like plasticky feel, kind of softening that's going on. I don't know if it's because I'm in a like closed in environment, like we're getting window light right now, so it is kind of dim, but it should still look good, right? So I don't know what's going on, but definitely a plasticky look inside of the Luna. So let's see which one handled this the best and which one looks good. But yeah, this is pretty much these two, just with the wide lens. One is in D-Log, the other one is in I-Log. I put 5600 for the white balance, and then I left it on auto for exposure as far as like shutter and ISO. So let's see how they do. But yeah, you be the judge. But I already seen the Luna finish, and I know that it looks way too plasticky, sharpened kind of effect, and it's doing something to the faces. So let's see what that's about. And I just noticed as I'm recording this that the screen went blank on this one, and then the screen stays on the Pocket 4. So I don't know if that's something you can change, but I may have to go into the menus to see that. But one thing I did notice while I was actually playing with both of them was that if you sign into the Luna app to actually view the camera from the phone, you can't use the screen. So that's kind of weird. On the DJI one, you can sign into the app, you get a visual here, and you get a visual on the screen here. So I don't understand why they would knock the connection from here. Like if you decide to use your phone to monitor it, you still want to see what it looks like on there, so or control it on there. So I don't know, but that's just something to think about. And let's see what this footage actually looks like. Or you guys are seeing it right now. I'm gonna put it into post, but yeah, let me know what you think about this footage.